Portions of the following program may have been pre-recorded.
The following program's views, claims, or ideas may not reflect those of WSRR Radio or StylesRebelRadio.com.
And now we take you behind enemy lines with Lucas DeRazio and Dom Ferro on WSRR Radio.
All Browns fans will go to heaven with football seasons never ending. The leaves have changed, smell it in the air. Where every morning is a Sunday morning, the grill is firing and the drinks are pouring. All Browns fans will go to heaven and our Modell can go to hell.
It is a beautiful day on the north side of Pittsburgh. That's right, we're here live at the NFL Draft behind enemy lines on WSR Radio. It is Thursday, round one of the NFL Draft. Dom Ferro here with Lucas DeRazio, as always. We're mobile today. We're on the move. We're getting the content that people want. Lucas, first off, what are your thoughts just so far, taking in all this beautiful NFL Draft scenery?
Here on the North Shore, it's going to be a madhouse by about 6 o'clock. The time that the first pick rolls around, it's going to be absolutely insufferable. So we're getting our content now so that we can get out of here as soon as possible. But there's energy in the air, Dom.
You can feel it.
You can definitely feel that people are excited. Like we said, this is an S-tier day in sports. Everybody wins the Super Bowl on draft day. And you can tell that everyone here, no matter how bad their team did last year or how bad the roster's looking, everyone is excited for draft day here in Pittsburgh.
That's right. It's a little bit of a calm before the storm vibe right now. We're on the literal North Shore right now.
We're on the river walk. You might even be able to hear the what is this? The Allegheny River? The shore right here. It's crashing right next to us.
Got some geese, got some chicklets, and the water is just rolling right on the shore. It's beautiful. We got some live music over here to the left of us. Lots of different fans. I think we've almost seen every type of fan so far, just in a short time we've been down here. Any jerseys that you've seen so far have been like, wow.
I just saw one throwback Jags jersey somewhere. I don't know who it is. Number 71. Pretty tough. I always like to see one of those big guy numbers. There's been some interesting looking fans here for sure. Like you said, a lot of representation. We're gonna try to get some input from some different fans here. See what they want on night one and moving into the weekend, and maybe get some trivia rolling. So we're on the hunt right now.
Yeah, let's go look for them, Lucas. We got some diehard Raiders fans here, guys. Where are you guys coming from?
Sacramento, Cali.
Straight from California.
Made the trip all the way from the West Coast,
Area,
huh?
baby.
What do you think about that move to Vegas, though?
I mean, at first we didn't like it, you know what I mean? Raiders will always be Oakland Raiders to me, but it's a great stadium. It's state of the art, one of the best in the league. I mean, it's pretty nice.
New and approved.
Yes, sir.
Still got a good atmosphere there, even though it's a lot of people traveling in from Vegas. You guys go to a lot of games? You able to catch the Raiders at all since they've moved, or no?
Not as much as, when they're in the Bay Area, but when we get a chance to go, definitely. It's like a vacation,
sure.
You know what I mean? It's a whole trip you got to plan out for.
So we got a couple 15 jerseys here. Yours is Crabtree. Yours is also Crabtree?
No. This is
specially made.
Specially made Fernando Mendoza jersey.
All right.
I shouldn't be telling you guys this. It's a kind of a little insider,
It's a
but
little exclusive.
Someone told me the Raiders are going to be drafting him.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's a hot
pick.
take.
So I don't know where this is going to go, but yeah.
Hot take coming right here from the North
First,
Shore.
Luis Fernandez.
All right. I like it. So what do you think about Mendoza? Do you like the prospect of him coming in? What do you think about now having Kirk there as well? Seems like one of the best quarterback rooms in the league, at least on like a guy-to-guy hangouts status.
1,000%. 1,000%. Kirk's going to do his thing, be that mentor that Fernando needs. I think he's kind of like taking a page from Tom Brady. We all know he learned from Drew Bledsoe. He kind of sat behind Drew Bledsoe. I think Fernando's going to do the same. He's going to sit behind Kirk, learn behind Kirk, and then when he's ready, we're going to throw him in.
All right, so that's your pro comp for Mendoza is Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
High praise. It's a lot to hold him to.
How
High standard.
I can go wrong with the GOAT.
So is this a make or break draft for the franchise?
Make or break. After this, if this don't work, then geez, I don't know what we're going to do.
Last question for all you guys. What do you guys think about Pittsburgh so far?
Yeah.
It's
Love
nice.
it. Love it.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love the atmosphere.
People have been nice. Like, it's been good.
Yeah, lots of greenery.
People,
love
the
whole
drink, the
town.
scenery, the whole town. Amazing. Love
Some
it.
high praise for Pittsburgh. Raiders with the first overall pick. I know you guys are excited tonight. Anything you guys want to say?
Final take.
Final take. Just win, baby. Love it.
We got a Broncos fan here. Broncos fan. Who do you want them to take tonight?
Well, we traded our pick for Jalen Waddle, but I'm pretty happy with that.
That's
You know,
right.
we're going in win now mode, but hopefully in the third round we go for a receiver because linebacker. That's what we need.
All right.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
linebackers,
like it a lot.
I like it. How devastating was the Bo Nix injury?
Oh,
you
my
guys are
God.
coming off the
That was
high last
heartbreaking,
year.
dude. I was like,
You're going to the.
I never went from being so high to being so low in like
That's
you know a span of a couple minutes, man. That hurt, man, because I think we would have beat them. We would have beat the Patriots for sure, and we would have a way better chance against the Seahawks.
So is this the year you said win now mode? Is this the year for the Broncos?
yeah. I
Bo
mean,
Nix
look,
is going to come
we were
back.
right there. We were
Year
right
2
there.
in Sean Payton's
Yes,
system.
man. I think we can do it. We got the team for it. We're right there. We're on the doorstep.
Beautiful.
So,
Thank you guys. Are you also from California?
Yeah, Sacramento as well.
All right.
Nice.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you guys
Awesome
for making the
Pittsburgh.
trip out to Pittsburgh, and we hope you enjoy your weekend here at the draft.
Thank you guys.
Thanks. All right, guys, we found what we're looking for. Some diehard Steelers fans. Guys, how are we feeling tonight?
Great, amazing.
Great, baby, down in the city. Everything's beautiful, man. I hope we get a nice clutch first rounder.
Who are we looking for? Who are the guys tonight?
That's right. In the past, it seems like there's always one guy that the Steelers know they're going to take. Like it was Najee Harris a couple years ago.
And I was like
Warren
always like,
And
I knew who they're
unfortunately, pick it the
drafting.
one year.
And this year, like, I'm not sure who we're going to be drafting.
Yeah.
That's right. It's
So-
up in the air.
I was
Yeah.
feeling like Mekhi Lemon if he drops him, though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm thinking
If not live.
the guard from Penn State.
Could be.
Yeah.
You're thinking the guard from Penn State?
Yeah.
Denzel
Yeah.
Boston.
Boston, I like that
Boston, a little
too.
bit of another weapon. So is
Yeah.
Rodgers coming back for this?
I want him to come. I actually
I
want him to
think
come
he's
back for
gonna
one more
come
year.
back.
One more
So
year.
we're split on that. It seems like this group's split on the Rodgers case. Are we
You want
looking
Will
for a
Howard?
quarterback in this draft?
No, not look
I
for a
want
quarterback.
Howard
If
to
we
get
pick a
this
quarterback,
started.
late quarterback.
Willie
Late
franchise. I love that.
We thinking like Carson Beck late, something like that.
Yeah, Carson Beck.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Here's what I'm thinking. What if the Steelers trade up in the first round for a wide receiver? Then we draft back. Would we be okay with that?
I like
Yeah,
that.
we got
I
a
like
bunch
how
of
you
picks
think.
to play with, so
That's
it's
right.
good. It's possible. We got
That's
like
right.
12.
Yeah, 12 picks.
So we're thinking another Omar Khan masterclass this year.
The Connors about to hit it up today,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
Let's go.
Third
I like it.
string back, yeah. Third string
Okay,
back,
I
yeah.
like that too. We're gonna have some options. Lucas, you're a Browns fan. I'm just loving what I'm hearing right now. Can we get some honest opinion right now?
So I mean, I want to know what you guys. Is it rebuilding year? Is McCarthy going to take you guys past the promised land?
They
Like,
don't want to.
What are we getting out of McCarthy that
they don't want
we're
to
not
admit
getting
it?
out of Tom?
We're full. It's rebuild time.
Okay.
That's what it is. We can't get past the first round of the playoffs to save our life. So it's they don't want to admit it. Like, oh no, we're reloading. We're not rebuilding. We're rebuilding.
So we got a new head coach. What would be another big move you think the Steelers need to make to really turn things around?
I don't know what I feel about McCarthy. At first, I wasn't sold. I saw the press conference, dudes crying. I'm like, all right, I feel you. I'll give you a shot.
He's a real
dude.
Yinzer.
He's a real Yinzer.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a shot. I just think take the draft pick. Maybe give Howard a shot. See what we can do this year. Get the kid some experience. He won a national championship. He's tall, handsome. He can slang the ball. Let's give him a shot.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
Yeah, I say our floor is 5 wins. I say our ceiling's 11. That's
9-8.
Let's go 9-8, baby. Let's go.
Winning
Outside of the
season.
98 days,
Is a winning season and a first round exit, is that going to be kind of the straw that breaks the camel's back, or do you
That
think
might
that's
make a
what it
big
needs
list.
to be
If we go another first round exit, the Rooney's might be like, all right, we got to get a young DC in here like Carr or young Tomlin and redo that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they broke the mold. We went Noel, Carr, Tom. We had a set thing, and they were like, yeah, let's do McCarthy. So,
Yeah,
All right.
it's
Switch it up a little
interesting.
bit.
Yeah.
I think it's going to carry us through. But guys, you know, you guys are all Yinzers, right? You're from Pittsburgh.
yeah.
What do you guys think about all these outsider fans in here? Like, they've all been pretty cool. I've seen some Ravens fans, but
Yeah.
what's it been like down here on the North Shore today?
Everybody we talk to is
In
chill.
person, chill. On the lives, the Ravens fans are rough.
Yeah.
Run our TikTok lives, they are rough.
Yeah.
Especially the Flyers fans right now, too.
Oh,
They're
Flyers
rough.
fans,
Yeah.
dude, your city
sure.
sucks, this and that. Okay.
Draft. Like,
Yeah.
I see where you live.
I would never think a draft would be here, but 25 years being on this earth.
What's it like?
No doubt.
Draft.
It is kind of like a once-a-lifetime
Yeah.
thing for Pittsburgh, it seems like. I feel like I saw a lot of things online about people worried about all the traffic. I feel like it's not as popping as much as I thought it would be. Do you guys think it would have been more crowd down here?
I came down Robinson, parked in Brookline, took the T. It was not bad at all.
Yeah, it's been a great day. Beautiful day out here, guys. Appreciate you guys for talking to us today. Anything else you guys want to say?
Yeah.
Go
Steelers.
Go Steelers. I love that.
Before we send you guys on your ways.
Wait, you got a final take?
He said it. Go Steelers.
150 yards this year. Calling it now.
I like
heard
it. I
it.
like
Dowdle.
that prediction. All right, thanks,
All right,
guys.
guys. Appreciate it.
Easy.
All right, we got some diehard Packers fans here. Guys, how are we feeling about the draft tonight? How are we feeling about Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh's awesome, man. Great city, yeah.
Are we from out of town? Are we coming in from Milwaukee or what? Okay, cool.
Yep, yes sir.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
What are some guys you're looking for tonight? Maybe some positions?
Dude, anything cornerback.
Yeah.
Cornerback. We need secondary so bad, dude. So bad.
All right. Last year was the first time the Packers took a first-round receiver in how many years? Like 15, 20?
Yeah, something crazy,
So is Golden your guy now? Or
I think so. I think without Dobbs, yeah.
If they let Dobbs go, they must believe in him.
Okay. All right. I like that. I mean, they got a ton of other wide receiver 2 and 3s. So
absolutely.
You know, in Wicks and Dobbs now going, but Reed as well. Who's your guys' favorite receiver of the 4 wide receiver 2s that the Packers have?
It's a tie between Reed and Watson. I'm a huge Christian Watson fan.
Watson, of course.
Absolutely.
I feel like Reed being younger, just like you look at that, and he hasn't really struggled with a whole lot of injuries either. So you have to hope like he might actually make some good good strides like this year, hopefully to I don't know, maybe he does step into that role because he is taller, he's a little bit bigger bodied than Matthew Golden. But I don't know.
The Packers are in one of the toughest divisions in football. Obviously Dan Campbell with the Lions now. Now the Ben Johnson and the Bears have gotten it rolling.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about? Is Jordan Love where in the or in the division rather is he ranking among those 4 quarterbacks?
I still think he's top. I think Jared Goff's close second, but Caleb Williams also had a great year last year. But I think Jordan Love's
taking Goff over Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not because of a Packer Bear thing. I just think Goff's more experienced, and I think he still had a fantastic
Well, I think he's got a better
year
system built around him too. Yeah. I don't think it's anything against Caleb Williams because he shows flashes of being super hot, but I don't know. I think that there's just more stability around Goff, which makes him a little bit more consistent.
Now, do you think Caleb Williams, is he the most hated guy from Packers fans?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right now, I still don't know. I think it's just the Bears as a whole. They still hate. I don't think it's just Caleb Williams. But
now, I feel like this is another thing I think about Packers fans. I feel like you guys have been disappointed in drafts. I feel like that's just a consistent theme. What would make this a successful draft outside of just cornerback in the first round?
I don't know, man.
We get some defensive linemen or, we kind of lost a couple of good edgers this year, so.
And if you think, if we have good linemen, that will make up so much for the pass game.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have your corners. We don't have Keyshawn Nixon and Carrington Valentine. They don't have to stay there and guard their guy for so long. But if we don't get good pressure, then they're going to have to, and we're going to make mistakes. It's just the game.
Beautiful. I love it. You guys got any hot takes for the draft tonight?
For anyone. Doesn't have to be Packers.
Anyone trading
overall.
up?
We got a real hot take earlier that Fernando Mendoza is going to go number 1 overall. That was a
breaking
shocker.
news.
Yeah.
So let us know if you got anyone you think there's anyone who you think is going to be a bust, anyone who you think is going to slide. What do you think is going to be the story out of night 1?
I don't know, man. That's going to be an interesting one, too. I'm not too familiar with the...
we haven't researched college
ball stuff. I haven't really kept
stuff.
up to see,
Mendoza
players.
Probably going number 1 makes...
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Do you think Mendoza's going to work out, or how's it going to go in Las Vegas? Kirk's there as well now.
Yeah.
He's going to have a mentor there. How do you think Mendoza's pro career is going to pan out?
I don't think it's really been a lot of players. I think it's been a lot of the management of Vegas. That's what's ruining their whole franchise. I mean, Gino, I don't think was really the answer. I think they thought he was the answer, but he clearly was not. I think everybody kind of knew that, though, besides Vegas.
Now, what are the Jets going to be doing? It seems like they're going with Geno Smith.
I think the Jets are...
I don't know.
a disaster.
The Jets are going to go back to being the Jets. They also have problems with their staff.
That poor franchise, dude. God, those poor fans.
They don't understand. I don't think they get it.
If there's anything we've learned as Packers fans, though, it's just let your young quarterbacks develop then. Like, let them sit.
Yeah.
Like, I think we hate to see that. We hate patience, especially as the fans, but, like, we got to trust in Goody Goody is doing the right thing.
Rated QBs, I think, out there for any team. It's been shown how many first picks QBs they've had. And look at them. As soon as they leave the Jets, look what happens.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's success story.
Sam Darnold now,
Yeah.
Super Bowl winner.
Exactly.
That's right. And you guys mentioned young quarterbacks developing in that Packers organization. Aaron Rodgers, he left. It was kind of a weird divorce with that team. But what do you guys think about him now? Is he coming back to the Steelers as well?
I think so.
I think he's going to do one more year with Mike McCarthy.
I think because they went out and got Mike McCarthy. I think that was like their bargaining chip to try to persuade Aaron to come back for another
So you guys still love Aaron Rodgers?
I still love it. I have no hard feelings. I still love Aaron Rodgers.
Love to hear that.
I'm waiting for him to retire and then retire his jersey and put that name on the wall. So that's
Hall of Fame.
I always thought that, like, him and Mike McCarthy, like, Rodgers said on the McAfee show, he's like, yeah, no, we got along great when that divorce actually finally happened. But I always thought, like, they did not actually get along. He's just saying it, because that's what you say. You're not trying to bury people on live television. But at the same time now, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe they were, like, tight, and it's going to go over well, and they're going to have some fun.
Yeah, I think they're going to give your Pittsburgh fans something to be excited about.
I think so, too. I like that. One more run for Rodgers, maybe.
Yeah. And we hope that for you guys, too, because we were saying, like, when we were walking down here yesterday, like, it seems like Pittsburgh, like, lives and breathes this, like, bleeds like Green Bay does, what I mean? Like, very similar franchises.
Rodgers said the same thing. I mean, the fan base is pretty right on.
Yeah, you got two of the most iconic franchises in the league.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend here in Pittsburgh, and thanks for giving us some stuff.
Absolutely.
Go.
We're not going to let these Packers fans go quite yet. We're going to ask them some trivia questions. So in honor of the draft, with a generic clothes t-shirt on the line here, we're going to ask you guys some colleges of current Packers players. So number one, tight end this year, had a spectacular year until injury, Tucker Kraft. Do you guys know where he went to college?
North Dakota.
Is that your final answer? Locking it in?
Must be right if you both said it.
I think North Dakota.
I'm pretty he's from North Dakota. I thought he went to North Dakota as well.
Yeah.
I believe he chose to stay home instead of because he got better offers elsewhere. He chose to stay home.
So you guys are close. It's actually South Dakota State, Jackrabbits. So you guys are close enough. I'll give it to you. It's an FCS school. It's a tough one.
That was a tough one. Yeah.
We'll go to another one. This one's also kind of a little bit of a deep pull. Not a traditional football school. Dontavian Wicks College. You guys know that one?
I don't. I have no idea.
I don't know this one either.
You don't know this one either, Dom? Not a ball knower. No, it's okay. All right, Dontavian Wicks is a Virginia Cavalier. But thank you guys for playing anyway. We appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to us today.
Absolutely. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, like I said, enjoy your guys' weekend. All right, we're here with a couple more Steelers fans. We got some more trivia questions for you guys. Draft team again, so we're going to ask them where some current Steelers players went to college for a chance at our generic clothes t-shirt contest winner, sponsored by Generic Clothes.
Yo,
come on.
$5 off your meal.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Mid-ad read for Tom's there, but we're right back in it.
You want to just restart?
Nah, keep it rolling.
All right. Fuck, now I'm thrown off. All right, so we're going to ask you guys some current Steelers players, where they went to college. Get 5 right, you get our contest winner t-shirt. So number one, starting running back. You gave me this one earlier off air, and I didn't know it.
It's a tricky one.
We'll go Jalen Warren to start.
Undrafted.
Came out of this school.
Can you give me a regional direction? Like
Southern,
West?
a little
Yeah, I'd say
Southern. They're
Southern.
in the Big 12. Close.
Yeah,
There you go,
Oklahoma State. You got there.
Yeah,
Nice.
close enough. All right. You got, Oklahoma. He was
That
in the
counts
right
for
state.
sure.
The guy sunbathing is throwing me off.
That's right. That guy's got it all going on. I like that. The chest hair is
Shirtless.
out on this beautiful Pittsburgh day. All right, number 2, one of the newest Steelers, Michael Pittman Jr., receiver, just came over from the Colts.
USC?
That's right,
Yeah.
USC. Good pick.
Rolling.
Good pull. Very good pull. All right, you gave me this one off air as well, Dom. We'll go Connor Hayward.
He's on the team.
Michigan State.
That's right. He is not on the team anymore. You're
Yeah.
right, actually. That's a mistake by
a
me.
real
Do you
ball
want to
knower.
count it or no?
Did you get it
Did
right?
we get it right?
I was going to say, you did get it right.
Yeah,
It is
we got
Michigan
it.
State.
Yeah.
Got it. His brother's on the team, though, still, Cam. So you got that family connection.
Yeah.
Still there. All right, we got a couple more. Jalen Ramsey. How about that one?
Florida State.
There you go, Florida
Yeah,
State.
okay.
That's 4 or 5.
I want a throwback, not current guy. Big
Yep.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Miami of Ohio.
Miami of Ohio. That's awesome.
We just had to make sure.
That's an easy
We
one.
had to make
That's
sure
an easy one.
they
All
knew the
right, well, that's
throwback.
5 in a row, so thank you guys very
Hell
much.
yeah.
Winners
Win
right
generic
here.
clothes contest winner T-shirt. Take that.
Frame
wear
that.
it. Yeah, you can either wear it or frame it. Either way, you'll get a ton of respect for it.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for joining
All right,
us.
but who are the Steelers drafting tonight?
Vega.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Going
Yeah,
to Penn State tonight.
I like
Okay,
that a
We've
lot.
heard that before, actually. You're not the first person to say that to us today.
I think that's the
Lock
vibe.
it in.
Going offensive line. I like it. What do you guys think about McCarthy?
Like a lot of potential there. I don't know. Better not mess it up. I hope we run out of town fast.
All right. He's going to be the one that brings Rodgers back. I'm assuming that's your guys' take as
Will
well.
Howard all the way.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a Will
Okay.
Howard fan too. I
Some
can
Will
see that.
Howard believers.
Been hearing a lot of Will Howard love today too.
That's right. Will Howard is he's got the city by the balls right now.
Yeah, they gotta give him a
Wants to
chance
see
at least.
18, and I like to hear that. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We'll let you get on your way. Enjoy the rest of your draft weekend here. in
Go
the city of
Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good
Appreciate
one.
it.
Nobody cares about the details, seriously. Not the logo, not the stitching, and not the tiny symbol that magically doubles the price of the t-shirt. Think about it. The shirt you're wearing right now and the one I'm wearing do the exact same job. They cover us, they keep us warm, and they stop us from being arrested for public indecency. The only difference is a swoosh, a rectangle, or a name that convinced you it was worth more money. That's where GenericClothes.com comes in. They skip the branding nonsense and get straight to the point. Shirts that literally say what they are. Sports team, political statement, music band. No hype, no pretending, just honesty and a sense of humor at the expense of big clothing brands. If you're tired of paying extra for a logo that nobody actually cares about, or you want the perfect gift for someone who actually gets the joke, head to GenericClothes.com. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point.
Based out of Chicago, Synergy Music Studio is built for artists who care about the sound of their music. From recording, mixing, and mastering to full production and live studio sessions, Synergy works hands-on to help artists turn ideas into finished professional releases. They support the Chicago scene and they welcome new artists anytime. If you're serious about your sound, start at synergymusicstudio.com today.
Calling it like they see it. Lucas and Dom are back on WSRR Radio.
Welcome back to WSRR Radio and Behind Enemy Lines right here from the North Shore of Pittsburgh. We are no longer on site, blocks away from the draft, but well, I mean, technically we are still blocks away from the draft here at Dom's apartment, North Shore, North
Side.
So we're still feeling the energy of the draft.
That was fun down there.
It was good. It was good to see everyone out there. Everyone was very nice. Everyone's very excited. As we said, it's an S-tier day in sports, so everyone wins the Super Bowl on draft night.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are happy to be football fans at this time. It's not quite as combative as during the season.
Everyone that we talked to, like while we were recording, super nice. All just
Very
were just
nice,
great
yes.
football dudes. And then even we asked a few people, and they're like, "Nah, I don't really want to talk on recording." But like they were all still cool though. It's just football guys. It's awesome. It's Pittsburgh. I'm fired up.
Yeah.
And we heard some Steelers guys say like this is like a once in a lifetime thing for Pittsburgh.
That's right.
I think like now, before this happened, I thought it was gonna be crazy down there. It still might be, but I thought it was gonna be like a traffic nightmare. I thought it would like be impossible. But things are great. It's a beautiful day out. Everything seems perfect so far. So maybe it's not a once in a lifetime thing. Maybe they will bring it back.
Now we only went down at noon. We went down at noon, so I don't think that
it's not
people
crazy
aren't out and
yet.
about yet. It's Thursday. People are at work. A lot of people are probably coming after work.
Some people use PTO to like
I'm sure there are some people who either use PTO or do not have a job that they have to take PTO from.
Yeah.
And there are some people out there, there was some booze going even at noon on a Thursday. So people were excited for the NFL draft.
Yeah.
And I mean, for good reason. I can't say it enough. It's an S-tier day in sports. It's so much fun to see. It's, even right now, like putting yourself in the shoes of some of the prospects, it's like today's the day that changes your life forever.
For sure. Yeah.
So for 32 of them at least. And then there's another, 64 tomorrow, and then another, 90 some the day after that. So
yeah. I've been to a draft before. This will be the second draft I've been to, but I gotta say, watching on television is one of the best things.
It's way better to watch on. I was thinking about going downtown, or excuse me, going to the North Shore to see it in person, because it is kind of a once in a lifetime thing. It's like, you only get, especially now that they're moving it around, like I'm sure it's going to be, there's only going to be so many that you're going to have an opportunity to really go to. But
I mean, where we're at, like, there's a good amount. Like, you go to Buffalo, Cleveland will get another one.
I feel like it's a TV event. It's not going to be that good in person. Like, you sit there, you hear the music come on, the dun 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 dun, and then you hear Goodell walk up.
Yeah,
they might not even. Do they put the music on?
You don't hear the music.
They don't put the music on.
Yeah, that's my biggest complaint.
A huge fumble.
Hopefully that changes. Like that's at least how it was in Cleveland in 2021. But hopefully, I'd love to hear that music because that is like the best part.
Yeah, and then you don't really they don't show the highlights of the players. Yeah. You see them walk out on stage for 2 minutes, and even now, only
most
half
players
the first guy. Yeah, half the first round guys are only there.
I wonder how many people are going to be. They first find out that Fernando Mendoza isn't going to be there tonight. Like, I wonder if there's like Raiders fans who are like, "Oh, I'm going to see Mendoza. He's going to walk up on the stage."
Yeah,
he's not going to be there.
No.
I wonder how many are going to be shocked when that happens. Because there's not, like, I was looking at the guys who are going, like, there's no one there that I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I get to see that guy.
Yeah.
When I went to Cleveland, like, there were some pretty cool guys, like, a lot of busts too, like Anthony Richardson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones. And nothing big, but it's like, those are guys.
Yeah.
This one, there's just no guys.
No guys.
I'd have to look at the list again.
I do think that this is a very... Crazy. I've said it before, but this isn't a very flashy NFL draft this year.
No, probably the least flashy.
It's very, like you got Mendoza as the quarterback going number 1 overall, but a lot of the conversation around him in this draft has been if he was in past drafts, he wouldn't be the number 1 guy. And I mean, it's hard to disagree with that in all honesty.
Yeah, I agree.
There's some drafts that you bring up, it's like he might not even be a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, there's plenty of drafts like that, but Lucas... Like, I was worried about that for a long time, but today I was like, there's a reason why the NFL is the number 1 entertainment thing in the world. And I think they're going to show that tonight. I think there's going to be some, like, major trades. I think there's going to be some just big moves, things that surprise you outside just the guys that are getting drafted.
I saw a stat, and I think it was I think I might have said this last week, but over the last 4 or 5 years, 60 first-round draft picks have been traded. And I think this year, it's going to be... I would project over 10 first-round draft picks get traded tonight.
I like that.
Now, of course, this
might be something
comes
to
out
take
on
a
Friday,
prediction
so it
market
might, I might sound
10's
like
a
an
lot,
idiot, but over the last 4 or 5 drafts, it's like the average is like 10. It's like for some that was only like 6 or 8 or whatever, but a lot of them have been over 10. You don't really realize it until.
There's got to be some prediction market on that.
I'm sure there is about how many trades will be made.
I'd like to see what like the consensus is, but I'd have to take a look at that. Right now, I do have some predictions on here. I have this was straight from Lucas because the value is just too much to ignore. Sonny Styles get drafted by the Jets. What was your reasoning behind that? I like it. I mean, Styles is the numbers are insane.
I saw it on a mock draft, and in all honesty, I like Sonny Styles a lot. He's an Ohio State guy, but he impressed me this past year a good amount. But like in years past, I was always kind of like, this guy's a 5-star recruit. Like, he has all the physical tools, but like I just don't know if he's mentally all there, and like I don't know if he's got that go get him. I don't know how to describe it, but like. There's something about a defensive player where you can tell when they're just like, I'm a heat-seeking missile for the ball carrier, and I don't know if he has that 100%. And I think it would be a very Jets pick, whether it works out or not. Yeah. But I think they're high on him. I also think that might be part of the reason why they were okay with having Quincy Williams walk, and the Browns pick him up. Because I think he's a really good linebacker. But yeah, I think the Jets could take him. I saw it in one mock draft and I liked it. And yeah, but you said the value on it was unpassable.
Yeah. It was
for
like,
you.
I feel like, I think it was like 10 to win like $200.
Yeah.
I was like, why not? I can't find anything about like how many trays there will be in the first round. I think that'd be a complicated one, but I can't find it. But there are some other interesting ones. There's one that's saying that like Vegas might not even have the first overall pick. They could trade out of it. They're saying like teams that could trade into that would be mostly the Cardinals or the Jets. Now that's unlikely to happen. I think the Raiders 100% are taking Mendoza. If not, I'd feel bad for our fan in the first segment.
That's right. Yeah,
who got the custom made.
that would be a tough look.
It'd be
Now,
devastating.
I think it's a very high chance that Mendoza goes number one, and I think that that's probably the way the Raiders go. But you look at it, they just brought in Kirk Cousins, paid him a lot of money. I mean, the Falcons did the same thing 2 years ago, and then drafted Penix. But it wouldn't be that like if they have any reservation on him at all, and the Jets or the Cardinals or someone else are high on Mendoza, I don't see a reason why they wouldn't take that trade. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't think that that's that insane of a move for them to make.
Yeah, I mean, you could stack up there. Like, it's not a surefire thing.
People are saying that next year's quarterback draft's a lot better. There's a lot of other positions that the Raiders need. They have a lot of positions of need. And also there's a lot of other positions that are a lot stronger than quarterback in this draft. I wouldn't be super shocked to see that. And I don't think it would be that terrible of an idea. Again,
That'd be crazy.
Depends where they fall.
I'd be shocked.
Mendoza.
I'd be shocked, but I don't think it'd be the worst decision ever if they made it. Because you're right. I don't think they're in the stage of like full rebuild yet. Like you don't have the tools around Mendoza yet. Like everyone knows it's probably not going to be good next year.
But also, I feel like they might be in the full rebuild. So it's like,
Genty,
but they're
Bowers,
like, let's get our quarterback next year. In the fact that like we're still gonna have Genty and Bowers on their rookie contract next year. Next year's really their make or break year. Where if they build up stuff and then they have Arch Manning or I don't think Dante Moore or I'm trying to think of other quarterbacks, Lenora Sellers that are coming out next year.
Yeah.
If they have one of those guys step into a team that's a lot more well-rounded and ready to win now, there's a higher chance that Genty and Bowers re-sign. And that the more I'm talking myself into it, I kind of think that might be the move for the Raiders.
It might be. Now some other teams like looking for quarterbacks. Lucas, you said like Browns, it looks like they might be taking quarterback.
The Poly market did say that it's like a 45% chance.
I'm looking at teams to draft a quarterback in rounds 1 through 3. So you can get the Browns. They're the third, or not third best odds, but they have good odds. 75 cents. So that's like if you bet $10, you'd get $2 in return.
I do
It's
think
basically saying it's a lock that they're going to take a quarterback in the first 3 rounds.
I don't know about that because they have 3 quarterbacks on their roster right now. 2 of them are on rookie contracts. There's so much that they still need. It's the same thing. Now, again,
like I think I want to take the no on that because I don't think it makes sense.
Yeah, not to say that they won't do it, but I don't think they should do it. But the Browns love making picks that they shouldn't do. Like like picking 2 quarterbacks last year and 2 running backs and picking Jedrick Wills a couple years ago. There's a lot of picks that the Browns make that a good NFL team shouldn't.
Yeah, but don't you think they'd learn eventually?
No. Why would they do that?
Because it just seems like if they take a quarterback in the first 3 rounds, 1, who is it going to be? And 2, like you did, I just don't understand what the vision is. I
never understand the vision.
Because Deshaun Watson is presumably going to be healthy.
I think
Gore is probably going to be the starter.
If they take another quarterback this year, they're idiots. Which, again, that doesn't mean that they're not going to, because I just don't see any reason to do so. Again, it's an insanely weak quarterback draft. There's so much more that you need. You need receivers. You can get 2 of them in the first 2 rounds, and I don't think people would be upset. You need offensive linemen. Your defense is getting older. You might as well get some young guys there too. I think if you want to go quarterback, you wait till next year.
Now it's looking like the Browns will take an offensive lineman with their first position drafted. That's what the prediction markets are saying. Wide receivers there at number 2 as well. I think no matter what, they'll get a receiver in the first round, right?
I would hope so. I really hope so. Now I think that the wish list for a lot of Browns fans is Carnell Tate at 6 because the Browns and Buckeyes fandom is very overlapping. So a lot of Browns fans want Ohio State guys.
But there's also a world where a lot of people are talking, like, what if Styles or Reese is there at 6? Like, do you take one of those guys who's, a defensive guy to shore up that defense?
I don't think Reese drops that far.
No, I don't think so either. But, like, if one of those guys are there, do you just go best available? I don't know if that's that bad of an idea.
Yeah,
I do think that they'll pick an O-lineman either with 6, they'll pick the Utah guy, or maybe at 24, they'll take Caden Proctor. I'm not sure if I want Caden Proctor anymore. I've heard that there was some weight issues at Alabama. They questioned his work ethic. It kind of sounds like Jedrick Wills 2.0 to me. And I'm not loving
feeling that.
Now he's got a lot of snaps under his belt, played in the SEC. But I think you really, especially as a small market team like in Cleveland, I think you really got to get guys who love the game of football. Like, you cannot have guys who are in it for a paycheck or who are in it for the fame. You got to have guys who really like all the guys that have worked out for the Browns in the past couple of years: Nick Chubb, Wyatt Teller, Joel Bitonio, Myles Garrett a little bit more, Baker Mayfield at times, even Amari Cooper for a couple of years, like Kareem Hunt,
There's guys.
Denzel Ward. All the guys that work are guys that, like, you can tell love the game of football.
Yeah.
And they're in the NFL to play football at the highest level.
They don't even have to be like fully bought into the system. They're just there to play ball.
Yes. And I think that that's something you got to be wary of, especially when I hear things like that about Caden Proctor.
Because Myles Garrett, he doesn't, he requested a trade. And then, but he still goes out there.
Yeah.
And he does what he does best. So you got to get some guys. Right now, ESPN has them taking Francis Mauigoa.
Is that the Utah
tackle out Miami?
Okay. I've heard his name as well. Kicked around. We'll see what happens. The people that are listening to this now know exactly what happens. So
one that I'm interested in, and obviously, like you said, like you already know, but Jeremiah Love. I'm wondering if he'll drop, because I've seen a lot of people saying he won't make it past like top 5. Like he's gonna go. He's gonna be the earliest running back taken since Saquon Barkley, is what they're saying.
I've seen some mock drafts where the Cowboys trade up to the 6th spot with the Browns. Browns drop down to 12, and then they take Love with the 6th spot. And I could see that happening.
A lot of people are saying the Titans, bring back a little bit of that running back identity back to Tennessee.
What number do the Titans have?
4.
4? I could see it maybe, but they also have, how much do they like, what's his head? What do they got now? Running back, former Cowboys.
Pollard.
Pollard's
getting older.
Pollard's been doing well for them, though, silently in Tennessee on a really bad team. He's been playing well. But yeah, he is getting older.
But he's not like great. Like, there's a reason why.
I think it would be exciting too to like put him and Cam Ward in the same backfield together.
Yeah.
They got DK too. They got some young guys on that offense. It could be fun. They got Gunnar Helm out of Texas from last year.
I just don't think the running back position is as important for the Titans right now. Like, yeah, it'd be cool to have a nice running back behind Cam Ward, but is it better to have a defense? Like, if you get Sonny Styles there, that could change everything on that defense.
Yeah.
Getting Jeremiah Love, I mean, it's way too early to say, but I don't think it changes franchise.
We'll see.
Immediately.
We'll see if it does change anything. Make sure that you don't change anything on your radio dial. Stick with us through this next break right here behind Enemy Lines on WSRR Radio.
Independent music has always been about doing things your own way, not cutting corners, not chasing trends, and definitely not handing everything off to someone who doesn't care about the end result. That's where Hellbender Vinyl comes in. Hellbender Vinyl is Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl record pressing plant trusted by artists across the country. They work hands-on with independent musicians to make sure each release sounds right and feels right start to finish. Every project includes 5 free test presses, so quality isn't a guessing game, it's built right into the process. So, if you're serious about your music and how it's released, don't settle for disposable formats. Press it with Hellbender Vinyl. Hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com.
Playing the ball where it lies. Lucas and Dom are back on WSRR Radio.
Welcome back to Behind Enemy Lines here on WSR Radio, brought to you by our partners at Hellbender Vinyl. Hellbender is Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl record pressing plant, one of America's most trusted record pressing plants, perfect for local and independent artists who want to take their album release to the next level. Don't settle for a bunch of ones and zeros floating around the internet. Have a physical album release with Hellbender Vinyl. Check them out at hellbendervinyl.com. Dom, we are hours away from the first round of the NFL draft. This is coming out on April 24th, Friday at 10 a.m. Thank you guys for joining us here on WSRR Radio. Do you think there's over or under 1.5 quarterbacks taken in the first round, Dom?
That's tough. Because, like, what would the second guy be? Simpson?
Ty Simpson
Yeah.
would probably be the number 2, which I think is interesting after... I feel like after the Senior Bowl, like, people were high on Nussmeier.
Yeah.
Like, Nussmeier was going to be the number 2. And then I don't know what happened, if it was the combine or what, but now I feel like no one's talking about Nussmeier.
I feel like a guy no one's talking about is Drew Aller.
Yeah, Drew Aller, another guy no one's talking about, but that one I feel like is for good reason, in all honesty. I mean, I think that Aller, I forget how you say it, but he's a guy who, like, all the measurables are there.
Yeah.
But he's at Penn State, and, preseason they were like top 5, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he just can't get it. I don't know what it is. Like, it just seems like there's so many times over and over where, like, he showed that he can't do it. I don't know what, in the big game, losing against Notre Dame in the playoff last year, this past year, just I don't know how to describe it, but just completely underwhelming season that everyone who's a Penn State fan was upset with. Got the head coach fired. It's never great when you're the quarterback that kind of gets your head coach fired.
I mean, but you could make an argument that, like, that James Franklin system had been dead. Like, the players around, like, everyone was out of that. Like, like
possibly.
once they lost like 2 games, like, you could tell that team, wasn't really interested until Franklin got fired. Like you said, I think Aller, like, he's got everything you need out of an NFL quarterback. Like, sometimes the reads aren't quite there, but I do think he has the arm strength. Like, the accuracy isn't bad. I think he's wherever he goes, I think, he's got if he gets a chance, I think he'll do well.
Him and Carson Beck and
Beck's
maybe
another
Pavia are, like, the most interesting second or third day guys.
Yeah.
For sure. It's going to be
What about Klubnik? Cade Klubnik.
Klubnik's another one. Another guy who also, like, coming into this past year was a top, 15 projected pick.
Yeah.
And then he fell off a cliff this past year, had a terrible year at Clemson.
Yeah. I'm not interested. I don't think Klubnik will be very successful in the NFL. I don't think Pavia will be either. I think you have a chance with Aller. I think you have a chance with not Cam Ward.
Carson Beck.
Sorry, I was looking at the television with Cam Ward.
So you were thinking Miami quarterbacks. Huh?
Yeah, I was. Simpson, I'm not 100% sure on. I'm on the fence about Simpson.
Yeah,
and then
me too.
Mendoza, I think, will be good. Those are my takes, and I have that on record. So when it unfolds in the next 10 years, I'll be right on.
So in the first round, though, do you think that Ty Simpson goes? If he's probably the surefire number 2 guy,
I don't think so.
The only
someone
place I
trades
could
up.
see him going is the Cardinals, because they need a quarterback.
Yeah. But wouldn't Cardinals have to trade up for that?
Where are they now? Do they not have a first rounder? It doesn't matter. The people that are listening to this now already know what happened, and they saw it.
Yeah.
They've already seen the edits of Ty Simpson in a Cardinals jersey.
Yeah,
So it doesn't really matter.
I mean, Simpson is just a guy that, in the moments when he needed to win, he just couldn't get it done. You said the same thing about Aller, but Simpson just
But Aller couldn't even win, like, in the
regular season.
In the regular season games. And then he got injured, a mysterious injury that was all of a sudden he's done for the year, that I feel like not a ton of stuff really came out about that.
You see what Aller did against, like, these Big Ten teams. Like, it was pretty competitive. Once Simpson went up against these Big Ten teams, he did nothing.
It's because Kalen DeBoer isn't as good of a head coach as Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Alabama's fell off the cliff.
It is different. I mean, they'll have a ton of players drafted tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I think Ohio State is, like, the projected most players to be drafted in the first round.
Ohio State has a chance to make history of being, like, the most top 10 picks in a single draft.
It might be like all their defense.
Well, I think that the three defensive guys and Caleb Downs, who in the break we kind of talked about quickly, like me and you, that he's one of the top prospects in this draft that no one has talked about.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's because he's like such a surefire prospect. Like the last 2 years, every time you turn on an Ohio State game, everyone's like, yeah, Caleb Downs is going to be a first round pick. And like, he's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you turn on the tape and it's like, oh yeah, he's amazing. He's going to be really good and he's going to change a team. He can play in the secondary. He can play as a linebacker. He can play in your slot corner as your nickel. He can do it all, really, which is kind of the most exciting thing about him. And he does it all well, too. Whoever gets him, I think, is going to be very, very happy. But
I agree.
Then Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, and then it kind of depends where Tate goes. But if Tate goes in the top 10, they could have 4 players in the top 10.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. That would be history.
Yeah.
Like, what's the most before that? Has anyone had 3?
I don't know. I'm not 100%.
So like an Alabama team had to have had that back in the day. But yeah, that's really impressive. But going on like strictly off the tape, when I watch it, I do think Downs is better than Styles.
Yeah.
But when you look at the numbers, it's like Styles is different.
Just physically, yeah. Yeah. But again, I don't want to hate on Sonny Styles because I'm rooting for him and I think that he could be a great prospect and I would love if the Browns got him. But I don't know. We'll see. My verdict is still out on him.
Are there any picks you don't want to see? I said in the break, I really don't want to see the Ravens take Kenyon Sadiq, tight end from Oregon.
I don't want to see that either because I think Sadiq is going to be a difference maker. I think he could be a Brock Bowers level tight end.
Yeah.
First year too.
Yeah.
And you said too, like they moved on from Likely. The Ravens
is old.
Andrews is old. The Ravens very well could do that and have him there for Lamar for his next.
That'd be scary.
However many years. But that would be a really good combo. I don't want the Browns to take a quarterback.
Yeah,
that's another pick I don't want.
I don't want to see that for you guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of that.
I'm not even rooting that hard for your downfall like that.
Other than that, no, I don't know if there's any picks that I don't want to see. I don't want to see Diego Pavia get drafted at all, to be honest, just because he annoys me. I'm sure. I mean, he obviously will, but I don't know if Diego Pavia is going to be really, really fun to watch in the UFL in 3 years. But other than that, I don't think he's got the chop for NFL.
Yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't have that it factor. I feel like the Eagles will end up getting some crazy steal. I could see. I mean, I've heard this from an Eagles fan that they're looking to draft Ty Simpson.
Okay,
that's what he says. I don't know why, but it's the QB factory in Philadelphia. And I don't know. That's just what I've heard.
They're out on Jalen Hurts, aren't they?
I think so. I don't know why.
I don't understand it really either. I feel like he's a great fit for them as well, but they refuse to like him.
And now it seems like A.J. Brown is going to be traded.
That's right, A.J. Brown.
Go down tonight.
That was the big news out of last.
If he gets traded on
week.
draft night twice in his career, that's pretty nuts. That couldn't have happened to anyone else.
I'm hearing now the talks that I heard was that trade talks around him will resume after the draft.
Oh, really?
Kind of. But on draft night, anything can happen.
Yeah, I want to see some big trades.
So
I want to see some
bad Patriots are the big landing spot for him.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I did see that. One thing that I do want to see in this draft is the Bears draft an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Caleb
Get
Williams
your boy some help.
Needs some protection. Need to let that guy cook. Let the Iceman work. That's what I'd like to see for the Bears. I'll be going nuts in the crowd. You'll be seeing a terrible towel waving when they draft a offensive lineman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. What do you think about if you heard about this Iceman Drake tattoo thing? Or I mean, statue, not tattoo.
Yeah, I think it like melted, right?
Is that what happened?
Like it was supposed to melt, and then like he was supposed to reveal, like the date his album Iceman was supposed to come out.
Okay.
And I saw that like the release date come out, but I didn't see if it melted all the way.
I just saw that people in Toronto were gathering around a big ice sculpture.
I saw someone smash it. Like the bro wants the album so bad.
Did you see that the Raptors have his seat like covered in fake ice, his courtside seat for the playoff series?
That's whack.
Yeah.
It's kind of whack.
And then they're going to get slammed by the Cavs.
Did you think he was wearing a Packers jacket though?
No.
Yeah. That was I like that. That was less corny, I feel like.
I didn't see why Packers.
Because he doesn't like that Caleb Williams took the Iceman nickname.
That's the reason?
That's what people are speculating.
Really?
Yeah. And I agree. Like I'm like, well, I don't agree with Drake. I'm like, Caleb's the Iceman.
It was interesting to hear the Packers fans earlier today say that Caleb Williams is the most hated guy in the division right now.
In the NFL.
In the NFL, really?
I wanted to ask, like, in all of sports, like, who could they? Like,
Why? Why is he the most hated?
Because he like talks a little trash on them. Like he wears like the cheese head, or he wore like the grater.
Or the
cheese
greater?
head.
I think that's all in good fun. I think that's
But
NFL rivalry. One of the most
Love
it's
doesn't
one of the most
do that.
storied NFL rivalries.
Yeah, but the Packers, no one on the Packers does. Caleb Williams, like
Aaron Rodgers, when he scored a rushing touchdown a couple years ago, he got up and said, "I own you guys."
Yeah, well, I feel like if we asked a Bears fan who's like the most hate, like, do you hate Aaron Rodgers? I'm like, yeah. Back in the day, I really hated him. He was the most hated by far.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Like, it's fair. Both sides. Like, if I was a Packers fan, he'd probably be my most hated.
Yeah. Caleb Williams.
I don't think I have a most hated NFL player, really.
What about
currently.
Myles Garrett for smacking Mason Rudolph with the helmet?
I mean, I'm not a Mason Rudolph fan, so, like...
Another thing about today, a lot of Will Howard love.
Tons of it.
Tons of it.
I like to see it. I mean, I kind of like to see it.
I like the one guy who was just like, he's handsome. I was like, all right, put him at Q. I like that he's handsome.
I mean, I like that people are excited about Will Howard, but it makes me think that people are like out on Rodgers. Like, I don't want to hear people booing Rodgers next year when he throws an interception.
Do they still have Mason Rudolph on the roster?
Yeah.
So I don't, unless they trade him or cut him or something, like, I still feel like Rudolph's got to be the number 2, right?
I mean, apparently Mike McCarthy likes Will Howard a lot.
Okay.
Apparently. That's
Will
what
Howard.
said. Will Howard, of course.
Of course, got to say like McCarthy.
He loves him. So I think, I mean, it's too early to say. We'll find out here the next coming months, but I hope that Howard would be number 2 if Rodgers is back.
Yeah,
I
would
take
hope so,
Carson
too.
back. I'm like, you got to cut Rudolph.
Yes, that's the other thing. If they take a guy, do you think, what are the odds that the Steelers take a quarterback this year? You should look that up on Polymarket.
It was high, but I don't know. It wasn't making much sense.
Because it's
so I'd have
definitely, it's
to-
not going to be anyone high. I mean, it could be, but like, what if it's Nussmeier, Klubnik, Carson Beck, Diego Pavia, one of those guys on day 2 or 3, like in the 3rd round or 4th and beyond? I think
Yeah.
I don't think that that's out of the realm of possibility.
I don't think so either. I'm trying to find this.
Do you think Casey Concepcion goes in the 1st round? The
Yeah,
receiver?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like the Steelers to take him, honestly.
Okay.
He's a guy that I'm interested in a lot, but I don't think they will take him. I think the Bills are going to take him. I saw that on mock draft, but I do think that makes a lot of sense.
I saw a mock draft where the Browns they trade back with the Cowboys. They go to 12 and like 29 or something like that. And they take Jordan Tyson with the 1st pick. They take Caden Proctor with their current 24 pick. And then they take Concepcion at the end of the 1st.
Wow.
Get 2 first-round receivers.
Loading up.
And I would like that. At least it's like they're taking big swings. They're going to get guys. Why not do it? Now's the time.
Yeah.
So
I don't hate that at all.
we'll see what happens this weekend. It's going to be a fun weekend in sports again. Everyone wins
S-tier.
the Super Bowl this weekend. S-tier day in sports here in Pittsburgh. We can feel the electricity. Thank you guys for joining us here on Behind Enemy Lines on WSRR Radio. Happy draft weekend.
Peace.
The preceding program was a sponsored production. The views, claims, and ideas expressed may not represent those of WSRR Radio.